from our partners. Marriage is said to be a form of partnership, but in this day and era, when there is modernization, does it still hold? Or is there a twist when it comes to traditional customs that we know? We'll dive deep into this conversation with some very good resource persons who will break down the topic for us and let us know what to expect in all of these. I'll run a quick time. When I come back, I'll do an introduction of my guest for today, and then we continue with our conversation. Please stay with us.
Here at Medifem, there is a lot that we do that we make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance, when you enter here, there's not a loan that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There's a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a whole that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience Medifem, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Attention Ghana, attention Black Stars. The world is calling and history is about to be made. 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted across Canada, Mexico, and the USA. The biggest celebration of football ever. This is your chance to be there live. Feel the roar of the crowd. Witness epic moments, goals, and cheers as a proud Ghanaian on the global stage.
Well, that's hooked forward. Here's a chase for Gian. He's 1-on-2. It is Gian. He's in the area. He scores! Ghana are back in front.
Ashton travels and tours under the leadership of Honorable Alfred Okovandapoy, MP for Ablikuma South and Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, brings you the ultimate 2026 World Cup experience. Your journey includes full visa facilitation, travel insurance, match day tickets, mass transport to and from the stadium, guided city tours on non-match days, travel with the best. We don't just book trips, let's craft your World Cup story. Don't just watch from home, be part of the action. Book now, limited spots available. Call 0256 060 997 or 0256 060 998. You can also email us at astonwc26@gmail.com. Locate us at G104 Local Road, Osu. Aston Travels and Tours, your passport to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Get ready, the trophy awaits. Wanya Yenko. This is accredited by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
We're justified, and it's our time.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adward TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petustaus take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious doctrines on the hot seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
When the time must come to make that choice, PPAG will be.
Do you feel maltreated by an intimate partner or a family relation? Are you experiencing emotional, financial, or any form of abuse at home, in your relationship, or at your workplace? Do you feel like you have reached your limits? No, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. Every woman, every child, every man has the right to live free from fear, free from violence, free to be human. You have the right to decide on what happens to your body, and that includes the right to choose a family planning method. Sexual and gender-based violence is a violation of human rights, and together we can end it. SGBV include rape, forced marriage, domestic abuse, female genital mutilation, and all forms of sexual exploitation. It is happening in our homes, our schools, our markets, sometimes our workplace, and even in silence. Sexual abuse is not a family issue. It is a crime. Speak up. Human rights are not just for some. They are for everyone, young or old, male or female, rich and poor. You have the right to say no. You have the right to be safe. Do not be afraid to report the perpetrators by stigmatizing the victims. If we stay in silence, the abuse will continue. But if we speak up, we will save lives. Who knows? You may be saving your loved one who would have become the next victim. Boys and men, you have a role. Stand against SGBV. Choose respect. No one deserves shame. If you know someone facing any of SGBV, please call Yenkasa on 0800 20 20 10 or WhatsApp 0245 118 228 for the best support you will need. Remember, the call is absolutely free. Let us help you report it to the appropriate institutions like DOVSU. Together, we can build a world where everyone is free. Free to dream, free from fear. Say no to violence. Say yes to dignity. It is your right. Yenkasa. Help you can trust. This message is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana with the support from UNFPA Ghana. Together, we protect sexual and reproductive health rights.
Stand by me. When the time must come to make that choice, PPAG will be.
Wo kani bi a oben wo anabusiani bi ayewayayade ana wo fa yayade mu sika fem watinkam ana mpo adwumam eye wo se wa hye wo so a nanso sesei de wapemon debi wo mfata se wo fasa oya onum oba abofra ana bema bia wo ho kwan se otenase a ehu bia anim fa hodie efri basabasa ye ho fa hodie esanse oye onipenti wo ho kwan se wo senior wo pese eto wo nipadua ho aginaye a family planning ene ho akwankyere ka ho enane bobia so nyina so basabasa ye nipa fa hodie ntie so na ye ka bomu a ye betumi dia ba wiye SGBV no bi ne emunato ohye aware efie mu asetena yayade ema twetietwa ne ne ekeka ho nyina ekoso wo ye efie mu suku ahodom edwom mpo ye nwumam enti kasa fa hodie enni ho mankrofuko kakra bi o fa hodie ewo ho ma ye nyina se akoda ana panyin obema ana oba odefo ana ohiani wo ho kwan se wo ka debi wo ho kwan se wonya ahobambo enso se wo beda wa wodi SGBV mutintiman edidi akire se ye koma ayayade yi bekoso a na mmom se ye kasa ye begipi nkwa hwanenim ebimpo a na wo je wodofo bi a anka obetumi akoto saa amane yi mu emema ne mama ye wa adwumayo gina SGBV anim fanidie efrise eni wo mfata obibia se woni mobia onam SGBV mu a freyen kasa was 0800 20 20 10 and our WhatsApp was 0245 118228 na yebeye nomwa kaise ofre we die wontua hye mayemwa o emo wa mane enche asoye a efata te se dofsu mo mayemmom enchichiri wiase a obia wo fa hodie wani swade hunu a ehu bia n'anim. Ka da bi che basabasayo, ka yiw che nidie, efri se uwo ho kwan. Yenkasa, emwa ahotoso wom. Yenkasa, help you can trust. Sa asemi free Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana, asoye, UNFPA, bonechidom.
Welcome back to Family Life on Adult Television. My name is Elizabeth and your name Tamakloe. If you are just joining in, well, you haven't missed out on anything because today's topic is particularly one that involves a lot of discussion and a lot of debate. Today, youths wouldn't want to do certain things because they feel like it's outmoded, but we have the Gen Zs and we have the old people trying to blend into the marriage and telling us what is right and what not to do. Joining me today to have today's discussion on the roles, responsibilities, and decision-making in marriage is Apostle Teddy Wonders, founder and leader of Greater Works Revival Chapel. Like I said, he's the one that spots my agenda when we're having the Valentine's Day celebration, when we were talking about what it entails and what to expect, how to celebrate the day. He said that we shouldn't go out, but I hope that this one is different. And then also Madame Antoinette Darocha, she's program coordinator, PPAG, and also a counselor. She was also with us in our first episode when we spoke about couple and social media. Today, we are speaking about roles and responsibilities as well as decision making, what happens in this process. But join me let us start the conversation, shall we? Hello, people. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
How are we doing?
We are doing well by the grace of God.
Well, today I find it exceptionally beautiful because this is a topic that most generations have different perspectives about. Our mothers expect our fathers to behave in a particular way to provide certain things in the family. But now we also expect our spouses as Gen Zs to do different things in different ways. And so I believe that today at the end of the conversation, we are going to really understand the roles that each person or each partner will play in marriage.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me start with Reverend. From the biblical perspective, when we say roles in marriage, what does it mean?
Thank you very much. What are roles? A role is the position of a person, but responsibility is the job description. A role. The goalkeeper in the football team, the role of the goalkeeper is to keep the goalpost. But his responsibility, his job description is to prevent the ball from entering into the net. Very well.
Let's bring this back to marriage. Let's try and give a better understanding in marriage.
Since marriage is the oldest institution instituted by God, that means marriage is rooted in divinity. And every institution has their bylaws, they have their rules, they have their constitution. So for us to understand Christian marriage or kingdom marriage, because I'm a pastor, so let me use it that way. We must know what God meant by marriage, what are his rules, what are his bylaws, his laid down procedures, principles, and constitution. So what is marriage? Let me start from that angle. Marriage is when two matured people of opposite sex come together with the intention of marrying and building a God-centered home. That is marriage. So if it is God-centered marriage, then the Bible says in Proverbs 24:3 that true wisdom is a marriage, an institution established. So what is wisdom? Wisdom is engaging knowledge or properly engaging knowledge. So for we to know the role, the the responsibility of the man, we must understand what marriage is. If the purpose of coming together is to build a God-centered home, then God must take the center stage.
Right. Well, I would want us to still dwell on the Bible because that is the foundation for all of
That
this.
is it.
Now, we know that in the Bible, the commandment that was given is that a man will tilt the ground, make produce to be able to fend for the house. And the role of the lady was to go into labor, have children, and help. But even that, the Bible says, is with pain, and afterwards she doesn't remember again. And that's what we normally see in our reality or in the world. The Bible clearly started with the role of the man. Does it end there, or has it been modernized for us?
There is no modernized truth. And there's no Gen Z truth. And there's no old truth. The Bible is the oldest book on planet Earth. Where you quoted from, that was after they disobeyed God's commandments.
Yeah.
But the first time God created the man, he created him outside of the garden. And then took him from there. The Bible says he took the earth and then created man. He breathed the breath of life into man, and man became a living soul. Then he took him from outside the garden and brought him into the garden. So before he created the man, he created the garden. So after the creation of the garden, he now created man. So in this place, and then God gave him the first commandment: tilt the ground, dress it, and keep it. But God saw from there that it is not good. The garden is too big for the man alone. So I must create for him a help meet. People's help meet is help meet. Meet, the man will need help. So you must meet that help. So in this case, when I'm counseling people, I tell them, marry a man who has work, not job. A job is what you are paid for. Work is what you were created to do. That is your assignment.
Right.
So keep the garden, dress it and keep it. He said it is too vast for you, so I will make for you a helpmate. That means the man must have a work doing before he comes to propose to you, not a car. He must have a work to do. You are coming to be a companion of that man in that assignment. You are to help him fulfill that assignment. So by the time you came, God had already made the man the head.
Reverend, so is this to say that if a man approaches you and currently doesn't have any form of occupation, you should say no to the person?
You have to say no immediately.
What if the person has, you see, he's promising, there's a future for you. He's trying to work his way out.
Yeah, that is not to God. God says, First Thessalonians 3:10, if any man does not work, you must not eat. And then dissociate yourself from that man. So when you do my and because you'll be back and go, I'll be back.
Okay, well, let's come back to the woman being the helper. I think that has been misunderstood as time has evolved, because now people expect the lady to do certain roles or perform certain roles. Let's break that down. Reverend, still on you. The woman being the helper for the man or to the man, what does that entail? She's supposed to meet him at what point?
The man is the head. By Bible, according to Bible, the man is the head. Then that means the woman is the neck, not the body. When kids begin to come, then they become the body. So it is the head that turns the neck, left to right to left. So if I come to propose to Auntie Adua, and I am a farmer, I make it clear to Auntie Adua that I am a farmer, then Auntie Adua should ask herself, am I ready to farm with Brakodu? Because it is there you function. Or inside that family is where you find your responsibility, your job description. Do I need to reap? You fetch water, you do A, B, C. So, if the man has not defined well his work, how can you be a helpmate? I am a pastor. God called me before I met my wife. And I made it clear to my wife that I am a pastor. One, you must be a pastor and you must know your assignment. If you know I'm a pastor, everybody on planet Earth has an assignment. And that assignment is what we call ministry.
Right.
The church is not a ministry. Your assignment is the ministry. So I put all my cards on the table. I am a pastor. This is my assignment. I want to marry you. Go back and think if you are ready. Go ask God if He can give you grace to support. That the helpmate is a supporter to support. I am the president. You are the vice president. So I put my vision down. Are you ready to support the vision? No. I'd rather marry a politician than marry a pastor. You must know that you are going to be the helpmate of that politician. What do I do software? About to share politician, about to share businessman. So marriage is not just let me propose to Akosia. I look at the vital statistics of Akosia. She fits. She has this Coca-Cola shape and not multiple shape. No, my brother. You should go in for somebody who will be a helpmate.
Well, that's deep because nobody sits down to analyze these things because even in our current world, I don't think that we'll meet a man and he says, "Oh, I'm a banker and I want to get married to you. I want you to support me in my career." You know, for us as young people, he's a banker. He has money.
That's it.
I'm going in there to enjoy. That is the mindset that we all go in there with. And that is when we begin to choose who qualifies. Because whether we like it or not, there are people who have 2 or 3 men in their DM. And they all tick her boxes. But then we are looking for the one who brings funding, enough financial support for the family. Now, let me come to you, okay Antoinette. You are with PPAG into planning. You're a counselor as well. What do you encourage people to look out for when it comes to marriage? But first, let's look at your perspective of marriage before we come to what to look at when we are going into it.
Okay, so thank you very much. Just as Pastor said, I told the same line, just that I also believe that the two shall come together to make things work. Be it socially, be it spiritually, be it financially, it has to be the two and not one. Okay? And so when you are entering into that union, you should be matured.
Right.
That is the word. You should be matured, you should be ready. It is not a child's play. It is not a playing ground. You should know what you are going into. And it's unfortunate. Most young people of late just enter into marriage for the fun or for the beauty of it. I want to marry like this person. I want to make sure my wedding. It is not about the ping pong. It is not about the decoration. After all that, the real deal happens. After all the fancy things. I remember when I got married, I was like, hey, so is that all? Everybody is gone. It is just me and you. What will happen? And that is the reality on the ground. Okay? After everything, everybody will leave. It has to be you and your partner. How ready are you? How ready are you to be able to submit? We don't want to hear that word submit. Recent young girls, no. Why should I submit? I can't submit to him. We are not saying if you should submit, you are bowing down. No. We are saying show him respect because he is the head of the house. And once you regard him as the head and you give him that respect, trust you me, he can even give you something without thinking about it. Men need respect. Give him that respect. And then he would reciprocate it and give it back to you. And then you will multiply it. Because women, we are multipliers. We multiply whatever we are being given. If you give us love, we multiply love. If you give us hate, we'll multiply it and give it to you back nicely. And so I believe that as young girls, when you are entering into marriage, be ready. We are not going to. It is not a playground. That is why most people enter and then within 2 months, some even 1 week, then they say, I want to break up. I am not interested in the marriage. So then it wasn't meant for you. And marriage is not for everybody. I always say this. People wish they could marry, but look at yourself. Are you sure you are ready? Mentally, physically, socially. Are you ready to take up this mandate? It is not an easy task.
Well, in your submission, you mentioned that the man is the head.
Yeah.
I think Reverend also mentioned the same thing. How does the man lead without becoming controlling, so that we don't turn him as being authoritative?
So, he is the head doesn't mean that he's supposed to be authoritative or push you. No. It's a wise saying that you are the head, meaning that you should be able to manage the home. You should be able to push the button.
Right.
Okay, let's pray. You being the head. Christ sees you as the head of the church. And so, yes, as we go to church, the pastors lead us. They are the leaders. In the house, you are the leader. And so you have to pray with the family.
Right.
And families that pray together always move together and are always strong. You get it? So as the head, you will take the first move. Let's pray. Or, okay, these are the things we have to do to help the family. And that shows that, yes, you are a leader.
Right.
You set examples. You set rules. And when you set those rules, you don't set it in isolation. Remember, you have a mate. And so you discuss with your mate. You come to an agreement. Oh, yes, she also have an idea. Remember, she is not dumb or daft. She definitely has something to contribute. And so when you bring out those ideas, hers is to say, oh, let's do it this way. Oh, when we add this to this, it will work. Oh, okay, then let's shape it this way. And so you being the head will fine-tune whatever has been said and you deliver it as the head. So she would give you the opportunity for you to deliver it among the family members, for everybody to know that you are spearheading it. And then she is supporting you. So she cannot say no to it because you actually consulted her for you to come to that consensus, to take that decision. And the decision is supposed to help the family. Wherever there are downfalls, he comes in again. Oh, I've seen that this thing is not working well. What can we do to straighten it? What can we do to help it go on well? And that is it. It's very simple. Just that we make it so difficult, and some men, quote unquote, feels that because the Bible says that I am the head, and so what I say stand. If I say sleep, sleep. No, it doesn't work like that. It is a shared responsibility. It's a shared effort. It's a shared decision. But you have to spearhead it. You have to lead the conversation. You are the one to pronounce it, so that that respect still stands. Okay?
Well, okay. Well, I want to throw the same question to you, Reverend.
Okay.
I want us to have the biblical perspective or understanding when it comes to this very conversation on how he's able to lead the family without being controlling from the biblical perspective. How does that work?
The Bible is in Ephesians, I think 5:23. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church. So in every home, the husband is Christ.
Right.
The legal representative of Christ in that home or in that marriage is the man. You are the head. Headship has nothing to do with authority, as my dear sister said. It's when we are married on the day of wedding, we call one man, we call somebody the groom, and somebody the bride.
Yeah.
Normally the man is called the groom. Who is a groom? You, the man, if I'm to marry my sister, they call me the groom. That means I am the one to groom her. A groom is a teacher. A groom is a coach. So you are the coach of that woman. That is why, excuse my language, a man who is matured. That's why when I was defining marriage, I want two matured people. So a man that is matured can marry any bad girl. A man that is matured in the things of God can marry even a witch.
Reverend, that is a bit. I don't know what word to give, but Reverend, if a man of God should marry a bad girl or a witch, is she not going to influence him?
Thank you very much. The Bible says The husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head
of the church.
Christ can take an arm robber and make apostle after of him.
Right.
So he told them Matthew 4, I think Matthew 4:19, follow me and I will make you.
Yeah.
That word, a bad girl and a witch, I use it.
Okay.
What I mean is that in the state where you met the lady before you married her, you should be able to groom her. That is why you don't just marry any man. My sister said something. Listen, my dear, you must marry a woman that has work, a woman that has vision for the marriage, for the family. Because when a man and a woman comes together, children will come out of it. That is a family. Yeah. From the family, we create a community. We create a nation. So if things work, I think there's a charity begins at home. So if the home is conducive, so you the head, the man being the head, you are not the boss. Christ is not bossy. We are an example of Christ in that home. You can't give what you don't have.
Right.
That is why you say you are a Christian. Are you sure of your foundation in Christ? Are you knowledgeable in the word of God? Because in the home, it is the knowledge you have. Because in that home, you are the priest and the prophet of that home. Number 2, the Bible says the man is the head. Where do you have the senses?
The head.
So you think for your wife, you think for the family. Where do you have the eye? You should see far. Where do you have the ear? The Bible says be quick to hear, slow to speak.
Yeah.
So the woman can say anything, you don't talk back. You speak wisdom. Auntie said something, it's a shared responsibility. Beautiful. So if you put your cards on the table, this is where I want this family to go. The woman will definitely say, oh no, I don't think it's the best. You don't shout at shut up, don't you know I'm the man? When you send the music, you are not the head. Okay, fine. It's good you said this, but I think we should go this way. The Bible says, write the vision, put on tablet, put it so that you may read. Yeah. So if you put your vision on the table, my dear, I want us to have 3 kids. I went to school in a village, but I want our children to go to school in Achimota, Legon, Pesek, or whatever. That is where the head meat comes in.
Right.
Okay, no problem. Let's work hard. I'll also support with this. If you pay fees, I'll pay feeding fee.
Thank you.
That's what comes in. So you don't say it's not a bossy thing. But today, like my dear sister said, if you see a guy and a lady, they're talking about planning for marriage. How many times can we have sex in a week?
Well, don't you think that conversation is necessary?
Not necessary at that time. Not necessary at that time. I think you understand.
Yeah.
The Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? I think we should lay a solid foundation in the knowledge of God. And the Bible says, through knowledge shall the righteous be delivered. How much knowledge do you have as a head? I was asking a guy and a lady who want to marry. How are you preparing? So, Daddy, don't worry. We'll sit on White Horse from Chokoche to Nkrumah, Missoula. Is that a Missoula? We call it, to go and take pictures. I said, you are talking about the ceremony. You are not talking about the journey.
The journey.
Today we celebrate the ceremony, forgetting the journey. You see, I want to it is a so you being the head is that you think for the family. When you think, I want to look at my sister on the right, the neck automatically allow you to turn. So headship is coverage. You cover. Groom, you are the coach. That's why the Bible says God removed one rib of Adam, and created the woman and brought the woman to the man. That one's responsibility. You brought it, take care of him. And men must know that rib you removed to create Eve was your rib. So Eve coming to you is you. Eve coming to you, it was your rib they removed to create that woman. So Eve is you, Adam. let me say this humorously. They always say Adam means Adamwa. Will you marry me?
Okay.
Eve means Eva. Have you come?
Okay.
So God has brought Adam back to Adam. So if you slap Eve, you have slapped yourself.
That's it.
If you insult Eve, you have insulted yourself.
It's true.
That's deep.
That is why God never removed the rib. I think I say the top one. So that to show love to your wife, there's a
missing rib.
The missing rib is here.
See, well, that's quite educational because we didn't even think about it. Yes, when it comes to taking off the rib, I think a lot of us has made that a joke. You know, would you be my missing rib, without understanding the responsibilities that comes with it. Anyways, let's go to some aspect of the conversation that's got to do with responsibilities. How do we share responsibilities in marriage safely? Is it equally, or is there some percentage that should go to the man and then some that should go to the ladies? Let's start with this one, then maybe we can try and break things down when it comes to utilities, feeding, school fees and all of that. So let me start with Antoinette.
Okay, so as we keep saying that it's a partnership and it's a shared responsibility, definitely you know what your partner is into. You know how much he earns. Both of you would definitely talk about, okay, I earn 20 cedis, you also earn 10 cedis. Okay, when we bring this together, what can we do with it? Okay, we can do A, B, C, D, W. I have to keep this for my transportation. I have to keep this if children are in. I have to keep this for the children's upkeep, and then probably we use this for the house upkeep. That notwithstanding, we all know that there might be other unplanned activities, and so there have to be some portion that you also leave for that one. And so what it means is that you come together, pool resources. Oh, I'll be able to get A from here, I'll be able to get B from here. Okay, I will do A, B, C, D, W. Some men will propose. He would even come out and tell you, okay, I'll pay the kids' school fees, I'll give you the feeding money. Probably the feeding money I can't give you every day, I can give you monthly because I do a monthly job, and so I cannot do a daily one with you, but I can give you a monthly feeding. In case of any sickness or something, I'm ready. You can also support with probably the school stuff, those little stuff in the school. Probably I want pencil, I want book, I want sharpener, or when you want to buy something for yourself as the woman to look good, you'll be able to do that from your resources. And so it's about you, the both of you agreeing to what you want to do. And seriously, when you do that, it brings peace. I remember speaking to some married couples. The guy was like, for me, whatever I get from work, when I'm paid, I put it on the table. Darling, this is how much I've gotten. This is the money.
In Ghana?
Yes,
2026.
In Ghana. Yes, 2026.
I see.
This is how much I get. And he says he does that for transparency. So that when the money is finishing, you know. This one, nobody will tell you that the money is finished. You are saying it. Oh, I've been paid 3,000. This is the 3,000. We are using 10 CD for utility bills. This is your payment. This is what is left. I'll use this for fuel for the car. You know. So at the end of the day, it is so transparent that you know where every money is going. And so when he doesn't have, and he comes back to you, the wife, to say that, oh, today I don't have, I need money for fuel, you will definitely give him, because you know how much he gets. You know how much he spends. You know what he does with his money, because he's so transparent, and you discuss everything. And so there is nothing to hide. You get it? So it's about how you relate with your partner, how open you are with your finances. Just as you asked, modern day. Even when he said it, I was like, modern day. He said, yes, I have to be so transparent to her so that she doesn't feel I'm hiding anything from her. And it is working for me. That is his statement. It is working for me, and it is perfect. With that, I don't have any issue. The lady also doesn't complain. But in some jurisdiction, it might not work. It
doesn't work,
Even when you tell the woman, this is how much I receive, they don't still believe it. They feel you are hiding something somewhere. Okay? And so you should know your partner. You should come to that conversation. Some would agree with you, some will not agree with you. She will tell you, okay, I want more than. Some can even tell you the chop money you would give me more than what you are even earning. And then you ask yourself, where am I going to get the money from? You get it. So it has to do with how you started. That is one. How you knew each other. That is two. Because if you know the person, you know what the person does, you know the person's responsibilities. Probably the person also has parents. Either the man or the woman has parents. And so definitely there has to be some portion for them. Okay, I remember when I got married, it got to a point, I asked my husband, please, do you give money to your mother? He was like, it is not your problem. I said, no, point of correction. It is my problem.
Yeah.
Because it is not my problem because I'm not the one removing the money, but at least you give me something. And so I expect that the mother that bore you, once she is also alive, she needs to be given something. So that at the end of the day, if you are giving me and I know you are giving your mother, I would have peace. But if you are not giving your mother, then you are not doing well. Even though he was like, no, you shouldn't talk about it. I said, no, Masa, this is the reality on the ground. I am your wife. Even if you will not give me and you give your mother, I'm happy. Because at the end of the day, everybody knows in this world that I'm married to you. They will even feel I'm the one chopping all your money.
Exactly.
Probably it is not so. I'm also working for mine, you are also working for yours. But if you are giving your mother, she would remember you in prayers. She would even go ahead. If someone should say, and the wife, the wife need this, she can even say, oh, baby, or mommy so be. That's what they are brow. So for me, I don't go that way. I told him and he was like, oh, okay, then if that is the case, I'll cut yours. I said, I don't have a problem. I'll cut your own so that every month I give my mother. And I said, yes, that is what I want. Some women will not even think about it like that. Oh, no, it is about me and me alone. No, once you marry the family. You marry both the man's family and the woman's family. And so in sharing finances and sharing economic values or economic things, you should take all those things into consideration because it's important to the extent of having an investment, which is very, very important.
Well, let's not jump the step. Let's do this gradually.
Okay.
We have spoken about sharing responsibilities.
Yeah.
Now, in our modern day, there are certain things that a young lady won't do. You outlined certain things when it comes to feeding of the kids, school fees, and all. Like I said, people go into the marriage and they have their own expectations because there's been involvement of the world has evolved, and so everybody is thinking modernization. And then yes, there is always that perception. How is it that we are able to psych our mind to understand that whatever traditional values we have does not change even in this modern world? Because now we are battling technology, we are battling family, we are battling modernization. A lot of things are into the system now. How do we balance everything to make sure that we are on the right path?
Okay. So
I'm sorry, but let me give this to Reverend.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, from the biblical perspective,
I'm sorry, I keep calling you Reverend. Apostle.
anything. You
Apostle.
can even call me brother. Let me put this across. Ghana, we are too much. We love titles so much.
Yeah.
And there's no entitlement in title. No. There's no entitlement in title. You call me brother, I don't have any problem.
Okay.
You see, this traditional thing, tradition. Jesus said something. You have made the word of God of none effect because of your tradition. And there's no modernization in Christianity. In Bible, no. Do you know it was Adam who named Eve, not God? Adam gave name to Eve, not God. That is responsibility. You see, let me use it this way. In a football team, the 11 players, a good coach assigned responsibility to every other 11. That is what the woman must do. That is what the man must do in a marriage.
Yeah.
Listen to me carefully. According to Bible, 1 Timothy 5:8, it is the man's responsibility to take care of the wife and the children. The Bible says, if any man does not provide for his own, he is more than an infidel, which is an unbeliever.
Yeah.
Want to make sure that everyone can find a buy. Whatever the woman does she's playing a role as helpmate. So when I earn 5,000, I don't, fine, thank God for the man, the couple you spoke with, that the man said he put everything on the table. I watched a short video. The lady went to complain, report her husband to the boss. The money he gives is small, blah, 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 blah. So at the end of the month, the boss invited the lady and said, could you come? I go, so what did you say? The feeding fee, blah, blah, blah. So he said, how much do you earn? Let me use, can you say I earn 2,000? Every day, how much is transport? He said this. He said, lady, hold the transport for 1 week. What do you eat? Breakfast, lunch. Do you eat supper in the house? No, by the time I get home, it's late. So, 1, 2, 3, I eat 3 times in a week. How much? Let's say 10 cedis. Put it aside for 1 week. By the time they multiply it by 4, the man was in red. Then the boss said, you are a very wicked woman. Look at the price this man is paying just to put food on the table. Who pays the kids' school fees? He said, the man says, I'm the one. Feeding fee, Monday to Friday. When they calculated all, the man, at the end of the month, the 2,000, he even borrows money.
To make sure he makes payments.
Reverend, have you heard that the woman's money is her money and the man's money is our money?
That is not biblical. That is what Gen Z thing we are talking about. That is not biblical. You see, Auntie said something. Every man, before you even marry any woman, see, this how many times do we have sex? What dress will we wear for the engagement? It's not. Let's sit down. You see, funny enough, when I met my wife, I was already a pastor. But we were working somewhere. I said, Madam, a lawyer, a businessman, and a pastor. Which one would you like to? Before she said Jack, I said, hey, you marry a pastor. You know what she said? Yeah, I can't do that long fast. You are coming to support me. And she was a hairdresser. You go call a beautician these days.
Yeah.
I told her, the man standing before you, this is my chamber and all. It's all I have. But I have Christ.
Yeah.
She responded, I love your teachings. You have a great future. I will marry you. I will support you. So initially, you know what? Initially, she was supporting me big. But she said, because of my vision, but by the grace of God, we are married for 20 years now. We have a big church. I'm on 3 radios. We have a school.
Wow.
So can I hide something from such a woman?
No.
So it is the responsibility of the man to feed the home. School fees is your responsibility.
Let's take a breather on this one because I'm very much interested in that one. School fees, lights bill, water bill. Let's take a breather here. When we come back, we explore more.
Here at Medifend, there is a lot that we do that we make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance when you enter here, there's not a loan that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There's a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, Yeah, pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a home that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience medicine, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Attention Ghana, attention Black Stars. The world is calling and history is about to be made. The 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted across Canada, Mexico and the USA. The biggest celebration of football ever. This is your chance to be there live. Feel the roar of the crowd. Witness epic moments, goals and cheers as a proud Ghanaian on the global stage.
Well, that's hooked forward. Here's a chase for Jian. He's 1-on-2. It is Jian. He's in the area. He scores! Ghana are back in front.
Ashton travels and tours under the leadership of Honorable Alfred Okovandapoy, MP for Ablikuma South and Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, brings you the ultimate 2026 World Cup experience. Your journey includes full visa facilitation, travel insurance, match day tickets, mass transport to and from the stadium, guided city tours on non-match days, travel with the best. We don't just book trips, let's craft your World Cup story. Don't just watch from home, be part of the action. Book now, limited spots available. Call 0256 060 997 or 0256 060 998. You can also email us at astonwc26@gmail.com. Locate us at G104 Local Road, Osu. Ashton Travels and Tours, your passport to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Get ready, the trophy awaits. Wanya Yenko. This is accredited by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
We're justified, and it's our time.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adward TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petrus take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
When the time has come to make that choice, BPAG will be BPAG.
Do you feel maltreated by an intimate partner or a family relation? Are you experiencing emotional, financial, or any form of abuse at home, in your relationship, or at your workplace? Do you feel like you have reached your limits? No, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. Every woman, every child, every man has the right to live free from fear, free from violence, free to be human. You have the right to decide on what happens to your body, and that includes the right to choose a family planning method. Sexual and gender-based violence is a violation of human rights, and together we can end it. SGBV include rape, forced marriage, domestic abuse, female genital mutilation, and all forms of sexual exploitation. It is happening in our homes, our schools, our markets, sometimes our workplace, and even in silence. Sexual abuse is not a family issue. It is a crime. Speak up. Human rights are not just for some. They are for everyone, young or old, male or female, rich and poor. You have the right to say no. You have the right to be safe. Do not be afraid to report the perpetrators by stigmatizing the victims. If we stay in silence, the abuse will continue. But if we speak up, we will save lives. Who knows? You may be saving your loved one who would have become the next victim. Boys and men, you have a role. Stand against SGBV. Choose respect. No one deserves shame. If you know someone facing any of SGBV, please call Yenkasa on 0800 20 20 10 or WhatsApp 0245 118 228 for the best support you will need. Remember, the call is absolutely free. Let us help you report it to the appropriate institutions like those two. Together, we can build a world where everyone is free. Free to dream, free from fear. Say no to violence. Say yes to dignity. It is your right. Yenkasa. Help you can trust. This message is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana with the support from UNFPA Ghana. Together, we protect sexual and reproductive health rights.
Stand by me. When the time has come, when the time has come to make that choice, PPAG will be.
Wo kani bi a oben wo anabusiani bi aye wayayade ana wo fa yayade mu sika fam watinkam ana mpo adwumam eye wo se wa hye wo ho so a nanso sesei de wapemon debi wo mfata se wo fasa oya onum oba abofra ana bema bia wo ho kwan se otenase a ehu bia anim fa hodie efri basabasa ye ho fa hodie esanse oye onipenti wo ho kwan se wo senior wo pese eto wo nipadua ho aginaye a family planning ene ho akwankyere ka ho enane bobia so nyina so basabasa ye nipa fa hodie entiatiaso na ye kabo mu a ye betumi dia ba wiye SGBV no bi ne emunato ohye aware efie mu asetena yaya ade ema twetietwa ne ne ekeka ho nyina ekoso wo ye efiefiem suku ahodom ejom mpo ye nwumem enti kasa fa hodie enni ho mankrofukuro kakra bi o fa hodie ewo ho ma ye nyina se akoda ana panyin obema ana oba odefo ana ohiani wo ho kwan se wo ka debi wo ho kwan se wonya ahobambo enso se wo beda wo a wodi SGBV mutintiman edidi a kire se ye koma ayayade yi bekoso a na mmom se ye kasa ye begipi nkwa hwan nanim ebi mpo a na wo je wodofo bi a anka obetumi akoto saa amane yi mu emema ne mama ye wa adwumayo gina SGBV anim fanidie efrise eni wo mfata obi bia se woni mo bia onam SGBV mu a freyen kasa wo 0800 20 20 10 ana WhatsApp wo 0245 118228 na ye beye nomwa kai se ofre we die wontua hwe mayemwa o emo wa mane enche asoye a efata te se dofsu mo mayemmom enchichiri wiase a obia wo fa hodie wani swade hunu a ehu bia nim kada bi che basabasayo kayu che nidie efrise wo ho kwan yenkasa emwa ahotoso wom yenkasa help you can trust sa semi free Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana asoye a UNFPA bonechidom.
Welcome back. This is Family Live on Adult Television. My name is Elizabeth and I'm Tamakloe. And in studios with me today is Apostle Teddy Wonders. He's founder and leader of Greater Works Revival Chapel, and Madam Antoinette, the Rocha Program Coordinator, PPAG, and Counselor. Well, the conversation has been very interesting so far, and we are diving into the point where everybody wants to hear, the conversation that everybody wants to hear, who should pay what and who should perform what duties. But before that, let's look at what some of our viewers have to say about marriage and responsibilities. We'll be right back.
Aware dear and aware ye because on Yakupon boss Roni assassin or boy Adam do hu sa dan kuto ntumi ntina e no bo ba e di kan no e me to be na ya da fonti ye di ohaw e bai na mom se obema udo wo yiri na bible mra e che se oba ya da no ti kire se udi oba tena onye akwa bi ma nte aware die yakopon na boye Abraham ekowari ma Isaac no on bu wo ye e di japadi bai nto bia opka aware pa di anke se obema papa wari ma ni babema obema papa no che se Abraham Isaac drew mre so be wari no osuma no kwa se mun ko wari Rebecca se yankasa na yekopeba na yekopeba na abusua agi atum ne sabusua gitum na nka yetena wale no nka hihye na ne se odo bebe mu fine
aware de hwe se oba ne be ma be ka mu abom no ma e ba ko oh e wo do mu eni jem bibie musam be ba ko be family ba ko be wo ba ahwe moma
okay we be ma wa worry die was said anything wa worry
oh be ma de hwe was said anything we be hwe se fie be bia be koso ye ofie e ba se bia ma wo mu a nkola no school ko omo yare mu omo didi mu nyina ni nyina yesa won hwe na won ye ma enne be ma wo be ma no was said yesa won ye ofie no so ma oba no ho nkyire no nkola no ho nkyire no
aware ni se oni be mate kama oyi ska obeba na waye aduane esi wa ma no wakata so kama oba wakose nsu esi ejare ama no oho wakose nsu esi ejare ama o se nsu ni se odidi wi a ojare wi a oji bucket no odi abesi o kama ama no enu na aware no husband no pay na ubedi now what start now why husband question so iska emema ni bi wa iska no wa okra onyi adi command girl enu de enye
are de wo nyam e kan nyame hyehye ya o hyehye ye ho aha na bibia nyame ye bia ye aha na aware susu na nyame de adom ye no emra wo ho yeah okay answer ne say be ware no ukọ churumu a nyame ma eti asese be ma ukọ ware oba no ese odo no na oba susu ye den ekokọ bre ne ho ase aha nti emra wo ho na ne enti nyame ka se obi ma no oba no un se emema ani hu ne ma ntentem aha se udo ba wani hu oba foforo kra na wani nko ne ho aha enti emema no ma no mitima kasade ba akono no se odo obi a wani mire oba foforo odo obi a umma emire bia no wani ko ne ho odo obi a na reho yo areho ni sun ye osun aha enti esan se me ma ni donti no ene nyame hye me ma se enkodo ye yire mu ena ema nkonko bre o mo ho anse no ema susu ni ahobrase eti nyame se kokko bre o ho anse kokko hye be ma na se unse ma mpempi no o mo kasa no o mo ni ye mu no eya ne ema nka on pese me ma ye no o mu nim se me ma ni saade ne wo mo ho a o mu timi kasa ne anaye de o pese o mo ye bia eti nyame se kona kokko bre o ho anse be ma kasa se ya di so nti oya ne saa ebetima amaware na akoso pa nti obi mma kokodo yire na oba nkonko bre ne ho ase.
Well, welcome back. There you have it. These are what people are saying about marriage and responsibilities. But what does our resource persons have to say about it? Before we left, Reverend was talking on responsibilities, fees and everything before we even went on a quick turn. So let's continue on from there, because that also aligns with what our viewers are saying, so that we know where to make the balance or place the balance. So Reverend, let's come back to you. You were speaking of responsibilities.
Yeah, listen to the scripture, 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own house, he had denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. So God is saying that it is the responsibility of the man to pay the rent. It's the responsibility of the man to pay the rent, to pay the fees, to pay everything. But once there is an, you see, marriage has to do with understanding. Once there's an understanding in the home, a virtuous woman will automatically ask the husband, because they can't bring the school bill, and I will show it to my wife.
Yes.
Automatic money. This is what they have brought, 2,880. My son attends a school. I'll mention the name. He is in grade 8, which is 2,880 series a term. I showed it to my wife every term. The report, sorry, the bill is in. So as a virtuous woman, some will not even tell you, I'll take this part. But for all you know, she brings an envelope. Oh, darling, let me also support this. Maybe by the time you open, we are some are saying 50-50. Maybe for some time, hers will be maybe 60. Yours will be 40. Because you knew that in January you paid for rent. So it is the responsibility of the man to provide according to this scripture. If your wife supports you, thank God. If she doesn't, all she needs is correction in love, education. You know, this modern world, this is this. So I think you should be playing this role. And let me quickly come in. You see, this marriage thing, the fault lies on the corridors of we, the church, we, the pastors. I was at some pastors' conference. I was asking them, we do 21-day breaking pot, 14 days cooking this. How many times in a year do we do marriage seminar? Teaching our children about marriage and the responsibility. We don't do it. When we start for marriage, we use some 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we say counseling. Yeah. This is the problem. Bible says, train the child in the way you should go. We don't do marriage seminars. We don't teach about marriage. We don't teach about family. So this is what the backlog is from. So it is the responsibility of the man to provide. I was reading Genesis, where Abraham sent that they should go and pay for the bridal price for Rebecca. Jesus Christ is Lord. 12 camels loaded with gold. If you value and cherish your wife, you pay a higher price for it. So when the woman comes home, it is your responsibility. Number 2, my dear, watch this. On the day of wedding, when the father is bringing the groom, the bride, the man meets the father of the groom, the bride halfway. Then they hand over to you. You walk the lady down. Do you know the meaning of that one? I brought this lady. I brought her. So from today, all the responsibility is in your hands. My hands. So I brought her. You meet, take good care of her. The one day, all of us will meet in heaven. One for my head is away.
So, Reverend, so is that not the part where some men stand to say, I used my money to marry you, so what I say is final? You cannot tell me what to do. I'm sure that we see this a lot. We also hear them. There's a term we have here. I am talking, you are talking. If I talk, you don't talk. That is what some men will say. Don't even share your idea or whatever you want to say about the matter, because I married you. You didn't marry me.
That is wrong.
It's very wrong.
The Bible says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. That man lacks knowledge. Naturally, women are like that. When you say one, they will say 6. So you being the head. You see, what is leadership? Leadership is influence. That is leadership, for short. So if I'm saying something and my wife, then automatically I have to keep quiet. I should be the one to keep quiet. Shut up. Let her finish. When have you finished? Then I continue. And then, you see, the communication is the problem. The way you communicate to your wife or your husband is the problem. If I am, why should I say I married you?
It's a no-go.
I use my money to marry you.
Yeah.
Why didn't you marry that money? If you married a Koshua. So I think that it is high time we know that the responsibility of the man is higher than the responsibility of the woman in the home.
Well, let me come to Antoinette. You are the counselor. Yeah. You have experienced a lot of couple or to-be couple who come to you for advice when it comes to these things. Is there the perception that it's 50-50? Or have they already shared the percentage of giving the man a higher one and then the lady, okay, let me support? Do they already know that the lady is supposed to support, or are they already doing the 50-50 kind of thing?
Okay, so some couples already share before they come. Some will tell you, we've already shared. It's 50-50. She knows this is what I'm bringing to the table, and this is what this is what the man is bringing to the table, and this is what as a lady she has to bring to the table. But after engaging them and asking, so what happens? It's a journey. We are moving. Anything at all could happen. I could have an accident, and it will happen that I cannot bring that 50%. Then what happens? So that is when it will dawn on them, hey, you've really spoken, and it's true. Anything at all could happen. And so, yes, we are not really supposed to share 50-50, but let's all know our responsibilities, know how we would meet each other on crossroads. Because as life happens and life goes on, it would happen that you'll not be able to get the income that you used to get. It could depend on economic rates. It could be anything. It could be accidents. It could be sickness. It could be anything, even death. Because you even meet couples, they've decided on everything. Some couples will tell you, I don't want my wife to work. I'm ready to take the full responsibility of the house. And then along the line, the man is no more. Ask yourself, this woman, you have not worked before. What would become of you? How would you survive this tragedy? And it's happening. People go through it. Some, you see that it becomes the headache. It is not even the dying, because there are children involved. Then it becomes a burden on the woman. She will now have to start to do something to keep both soul and body together. And so for me, I always say it's not really about the 50-50, but you should be able to talk to each other. You should be able to agree. You should be able, I spoke about investment, and it's very important. You should be able to put something down in case of any emergencies. It could be anything, where you'll be able to get a place to go and take something to support you. Funny enough, of late, it is normal, it is happening. You can be in hardship, you go to someone, you tell the person all your story, the person will listen. That one, we are ready to listen to you. But at the end of the day, what they will say is, I'm sorry, I don't have. And not that the person is wicked. It's because the person is also going through something. But the person is not ready to share. That is why I always say that as couples, the communication, the first thing you need is God. You pray. You ask for direction. You ask for guidance. Then 2, your communication should be on point. You shouldn't hide things. You should be as transparent as possible. Be visible. It doesn't mean you are weak, either the man or the woman. It doesn't mean you are weak. No, it means that you are making your partner know who you are, so that if anybody should come from outside and say, oh, this is your wife, she's doing ABC, you can say, oh, it is not her. Because you are transparent. You know each other. You know each other's downs and ups. Then the investment part, it is really important. Even if it is 5 cities, just dump it somewhere for emergencies, for things that you will not know or you will not expect, so that when that happens, you know where to go.
Right.
You know how to pick yourself up and shake and move on. I remember my mom telling me this before I got married. She was like, it's not always that you have money. And moreover, money can come and go. Today you have, tomorrow you might not have. So in as much as your husband is giving you money, try and save some. Save some. And I said, mommy, but this money is not big, it's small. He said, yes, even if it is 1 peso, you throw it somewhere. Don't look at the 1 peso. In 10 years to come, it will not be 1 peso again. It will be more than that. And that will support you. Or you can even go and pick that money and say, oh, husband of mine, please, I've seen that you are struggling. Please, you can have this to support. Which most women will not do. Because they will say, me, my money, I should give it to him. No, I'm not going to do. But you shouldn't forget, he is giving you. So you giving him back, it's not a sin. Once you are in marriage and you understand each other and you can see that the man is suffering. We have men who don't even eat 3 times a day. Some will not eat at all. Throughout the week, they'll eat twice because they feel that if I should eat throughout the week, I will not be able to take care of the house. And so they cut down on their meals. They will just come and eat in the evening at home. But when they are at work, they'll be drinking water or taking biscuits, something light. You think, oh, this man, he doesn't eat at all. Not that he cannot eat all. The finances, when he do the calculation, if he tries to live a certain lifestyle, he will not be able to support the house. And he will become an irresponsible man. And he doesn't want to. And because of men's ego, he will never come and tell you this, what he's going through. But the reality on the ground, men go through a lot. And I always say, I salute them. They are really doing well. For you to have little, share with the woman that you are with to enable you keep mind and body and soul together. Also make sure the family, which is the kids, are happy. In case of any emergencies, we come back to the man and then he still supports us. For me, I say they are doing well. And so if you are a young woman and you are in marriage or you are married, please support the husband. Support them. The little that you do, they appreciate it too. They see it. If you don't give them, they know. They know you don't have. If you have to, they know. A man knows when the wife is having. A man knows when the wife is not having. And knows when to say, oh, can you support me with this? So if you don't, then you are not doing well. Please, let's say.
I think society has made it in such a way that the man shouldn't come to the lady for financial support.
That is it. They will never
I'm
come.
not promoting, but there is this TV reality where people come to find love. I'm not going to mention, but I'm sure we all know. There's a part of the show where they have reunion. And just this past week, one of the couple had an argument because the guy came to ask for credit, airtime, and she feels that that is a red flag. Why should you ask me for airtime? I'm the one supposed to ask you for airtime. And she came to say it on national television. Because the guy says, after that conversation, all of a sudden she was not picking his calls, nothing. So this is a youth who already have an expectation. They are supposed to take care of me.
Because you see that we've made it so obvious and we've made it so clear that it should only be coming from the man.
Yes.
It shouldn't come from you, the woman. After all, what is it? How much credit are you going to buy for him? Probably you don't have money. Just buy things. He would appreciate it. Men appreciate the little we do. It's not about the big things. He knows you cannot do big for him. I remember, was it a Nigeria skit or something? The man was not having money. I think the lady went out with the man, but the man wasn't having money in the purse. And so they bought the things and then they were eating. And he noticed from the reaction of the man, the man doesn't have. And so the man even wasn't feeling comfortable to eat. Because at the end of the day, he's thinking about how would I even pay for these meals.
I think that's where your question of
you get it.
You know what I do.
You get it. But he also felt that he couldn't disappoint the lady. Okay, so he started sweating, and then the lady realized the impression and said, "Oh, how are you? How is everything?" He was just nodding. And the lady said, "Can I have your wallet?" He said, "Oh, why do you want to have my?" He said, "Oh, just give it to me. I'm looking at something." And so when he gave the wallet to the lady just picked the money from her purse and put it in the man's wallet and handed it over. Use this to make payment, just to make sure he feels comfortable. And I also remember these young people that I work with. One of them was like, we were talking about these marriage relationship issues, and I was telling him, you don't have money. You are always chasing girls, and how do you take care of it? He said, oh, auntie, me, I don't have money, yes, but I know where we can go. That is within my budget.
I can't stay by plan.
I know where we can go. That is within my budget, and I'll sponsor you, and you feel that, hey, I've taken you to heaven. Meanwhile, it is low cost. You get it? So it's about you knowing your man and making it up to him. Something small will not kill him. Something small to say, oh, Charlie, today let's go and eat fufu. I'll pay for. It's nice. Some men will tell you, no, you can't pay for me. But when you pay for them, they love it. They appreciate you for doing that gesture. It doesn't mean you want to belittle him. No, you let him know that you do it respectfully and lovely by letting him know, today, dear, I also want to surprise you. And it's nice. The credit he was asking for, I'm sure he was just testing her to know the kind of lady she is. Because if you are able to do this for me, it means you can lay down your life for me. That is all it was to it. Okay, but showing that no, because he has asked me for credit, so therefore, no, that is childish. Seriously, it is never a red flag. It is childish, and it also shows that you are not matured and you cannot be in a relationship. So does that mean if the man is lying in the hospital and they need money to take care of that man you claim you love, you'll not be able to sacrifice and save that man's life? Let's look at it again.
Okay, so I think we've established the point that the head title given to the man does not only come with a position, but with some responsibilities. And it's up for the lady to make sure that whatever task he's up to do becomes successful by supporting him. Now, in terms of paying utilities, fees, we have the notion it's only for the man, but the woman has to support.
That is it.
Okay. Now, let's come to raising of the kids. Now in our society, the men say that your child. So that is what we hear most of the time. Or I want to do something, go and ask your mother. Sometimes too, I want money, go and ask your father. We have that in our homes. Let's look at raising of the kids. First spiritually, then we come to their upkeep. Spiritually, of course, I'll come to our father because he has much knowledge about it. Reverend, apostle, tell you wonders.
Brother. You see, let me pick a bit from where my sister ended. This airtime thing. You know, I blame our mothers too.
Okay.
In a car setup, when you are going to marry, I was okay. When you scarf everything, a kaba, what you try to meet the man's dog. It is what she will never have until we change
that narrative.
This thing will still exist. Back to raising kids is the responsibility of both the father and the mother. But I say the man has a bigger responsibility in that area. The woman also has a big. You know why? The Bible says in Genesis chapter 40, Abraham, when he was going for Lot and the family, Abraham picked 318 trained soldiers in his house. Genesis 18, God said, for I know Abraham will train his children after me. Let me paraphrase. So the man should know that first and foremost, you are the priest and the prophet in that home. So you have to raise your wife. That is where I came in initially earlier, that if a good man can marry a bad girl. This is what I mean. You should be able to, you must read the Bible studies, the quiet time, you should read prayer, and you should be releasing blessings upon your wife. When the kids come, you must train them. He is 14. Any program I go, I ensure he goes with me. They are on vacation, they'll be going to school next week. Any program, by the special grace of God, I have the privilege of having a lot of programs preaching appointments, I ensure he goes. You go, even if you doze off. I think that is a kind of training. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm training to become a pastor. If it is not your assignment, God has not called you, why do I force you? So it is a father's role to train the kids. The mother is a homemaker. Every woman is a homemaker. That is why Susanna Wesley, the mother of John and Charles Wesley, raised 12 strong kids as a single mother. And all of them became prominent. But Charles Wesley and John Wesley became more prominent, the founder of Methodist.
Yeah.
And then most of Methodist hymns now, so the hymns were written by a single mother. So once the father is the head, you must live and lead by example. Because kids do what they see us do more than what we tell them. What kids in any environment, 2 years, 3 years, you see them just be in church. Break, fire. You know, they pick when they went to church. So even though the mother is a homemaker, the father is a teacher. That is where the groom comes in.
So the grooming goes beyond the wife.
Beyond the wife. You teach your kids how to pray. Luke 11:1. Teach us how to pray. You teach your kids the fear of God. You teach your kids respect. I think I remember those days when you meet an elderly man coming, you want to pick them up to meet him and those days was time when city line. That time those today you tell you come and try Lord for I'm sorry. And I was saying that we have 3-4 pillars that makes every child to become a good man or woman. The home, school, church, and the community. But the higher percentage starts from the home. But now we throw everything at the teachers.
Yeah.
And then we the pastors. Deuteronomy chapter 6, he said, teach your child the word of God. When you are seated, when you are walking, when you are sitting, that means you should be able to teach your children 3 times, 75%. The rest of the 25% is for the school, the community, and then the church. So raising kids is for the father, but the mother has a role to play, polishing them, teaching them. But these days, we see mothers cursing their kids over bread. Do you know where that thing comes from? Pain, anger, bitterness from the father. So we want to vent that on the kids. But I think raising the kids, I raise my kids. I've never told my wife, a man, so I tell, come, sit down. Mommy should go and fetch water. It is your responsibility. Is it the responsibility not for only dad and mom, for the kids? But it is mommy who gives the kids their responsibility, not daddy. For if daddy leaves home by 5:30, mommy is there bathing the kids, dressing them up for school. They come back to meet mommy at home. So raising kids, may I still say it is the responsibility of the father. 60-70%, 30% or the rest is for mommy.
So Reverend, like you rightly said, I think this has already been established for some of us who grew up with both parents, where now we see our fathers to be disciplinarians. And so it tends to make the kids be scared of their father more than the mother. And there's the other side where kids are very closer to their father than their mother, because probably the father is pampering and the lady is doing the hard work. So I'm trying to let us understand this or find the balance. Who is teaching the child what? Who is raising the child in which way? When it comes to attitude, when it comes to home chores, responsibilities. I know there are some men out there who cook. By the time the kids and then their mother will come, he probably comes early to cook. just to surprise them. But somebody see that someone will be like, oh, Bema, because you are creating some form of picture in the minds of the kids. When it comes to responsibilities, when it comes to training the child, Reverend says it's up to the man to raise the child. Antoinette, what do you think?
So yes, I equally agree with Reverend. In as much as the man has that responsibility, the lady also supports in a way. Right. And I always say that everything happens in the home. How you bring up the child is from the home. If you are in a home where you feel that, oh, because he's a man, he should cross his leg and sit and watch telly, he will go with it.
That's right.
And so when he gets married, he would also show the same attributes to the children, and it will roll on. But what you should let them know that you can cook. As a man, you can cook. You can clean. Woman, you will also clean. It is not only the woman's job to be in the kitchen. No. In my house, the boy sweeps. He cooks. The lady sweeps. She will cook. Once in a while, I say, me too, I'm relaxing. In fact, you guys should make me show. And you see, this one will say, okay, I'll fry the egg, I'll do this. Just for them to know that it's a shared responsibility.
Right.
Everyone can do anything. And the boy will say, oh, mommy, I want to learn how to cook soup. Oh. I said, oh, you can learn it. I'll teach you. So it's about how you relate with them. It's about how you train them. When I'm not around, the father steps in. Let's cook jollof. But I wouldn't do it. You do it and I'll monitor you to see if you are cooking it right. Or sometimes you say, okay, I would cook it for you. And he would do it and they would eat. Just to let them know that it is not only mommy who can cook. I can also cook. So sometimes when we are even arguing in the house, I'm like, your father, he doesn't know how to cook. He knows only how to boil water. And then they'll say, oh no, the last time we cooked jollof, we weren't around. We ate it. It was nice, eh? You see? So it's about how you relate and how you teach it and letting them know. As Pastor said, children are more, they learn more when they watch. They see what is happening. And so based on what is happening, they are able to grow. The same way when there are issues in the house, they pick it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then it affects them. And so for me, I always have time we talk. Sometimes when we are on the way going to church or going to school, that is when I want us to discuss. Because probably I might miss something. And consciously or unconsciously, I don't know. But when we are chatting on the road, you'll be able to tell me that, oh, this is it. Oh, mommy, the last time you did this. I remember my child when they were, is it 5 and 6, 7 years? They were like, mommy, I don't like the way you speak to daddy. The way you've been shouting at daddy. I don't like. And I said, oh, it is not me. When I'm annoyed, it will come. And they were like, mommy, we don't like that. So you should stop it. And it was difficult. Initially, it was really difficult because I was like, how do I stop this thing? Because sometimes the thing is here. You have to voice it out and be free. You see, because he knows that what he's doing is bad. And he doesn't want you to, you can't talk because you've been given a warning by the kids and you want to follow. And so sometimes when it happens like that and I want to shout, no, then one person will come and stand, then they'll look at you. Then the other person, which means they are telling you that what we spoke to you about, you have to obey it.
Yeah.
So in obeying it, either I just leave the room, because if I don't leave, I'll talk. Because I'm not born to be quiet.
Yeah.
I'm someone who likes for us to talk, come to an agreement, and then we move on. Whatever situation it is, let's talk about it. I don't like keeping things in me. It is not my nature. I'll fall sick. But let's talk about it. It's better. You get it. So we talk about it. We all agree. Oh, you didn't do well. I didn't do well. I'm sorry. You are sorry. We move on. Because I believe that tomorrow has a different thing for us. So we don't have to keep grudges for tomorrow. No. So let's talk about it. And then we go. So for me, I believe that it is good for you to teach the children. The two of you. Remember, whatever you do, the children are picking it. That one, they are smart. Some affect them. Some, it will even affect them to the extent that if you don't take care, it affects their studies. But if you're a parent who don't monitor, you will not see it. But once you monitor, you'll be able to see that something is wrong somewhere. Then you call them to, it is not about shouting at them. No. It's about calling them, oh, Charlie, what is happening? I've seen that your grades are reduced. What is worrying you? Some will not like to talk, depending on the environment you create. So if it is the house setting that they will not feel comfortable to talk to you about those things, change the setting. Sometimes even at church, when we close, I go and look for at the back of the church. We can sit down there as if we don't have a house. You see us sitting down. It is not that we don't have a house. We want to chat alone, have that quiet time among each other so that they flow. If there is something, they would voice it out. And then if I also have something, I'll tell them. I remember they said one day, they said, Mommy, the exams, I know I didn't do well. Mommy, I know, I didn't do well. But you see, the way that they will talk to us, and he will shout at us. That is not the way to go. That is not the way to go. You see how
then you say you took your mother's head.
You see, and then they will be like, you see how you talk to us. You tell us, yes, you didn't do well, but you can do better. So next time, try and prove me wrong, and I have a package for you. You said, yes, that is how you talk to me, and then that would encourage me because I remember those. But as for daddy, you say you didn't do well. You had this. You failed. You've wasted my school. So you see, we should, in fact, we should try. It's difficult. In fact, parents need to go through a lot of training. For me, I always say that parenting, I learned a lot from my kids because nobody taught me parenting. I actually came from a single parent. My husband is also from a single parent. But I vowed and prayed to God and told myself that no, I want to have that combined union marriage where I would train my kids. And so I'm putting much effort. The same applies to my husband. When there are issues, we come together. The way we will fight, but at the end of the day, we will solve our issues. And then we move forward. So we try as much as possible to bring them together to the extent that we've even created a family time where we meet every month. At the end of every month, we have our family meetings. We discuss everything, virtually everything. Sometimes it's games, sometimes. In fact, when he brought it at me, I told him it's not important. He said, oh, it's important. The children are growing and it will be very important in future. Probably now you don't see it. But in future, when they are in their marital homes and stuff, then we'll bring the husbands and the wives to be part of this one. And we'll be engaging and interacting with each other. So I think that it's a good thing we've started, and some parents can also adopt it. Try and see how it can help build parenting, because parenting is a lot of work.
Well, I'm actually enjoying the conversation, but unfortunately we have to end here. And I hope to have the set again, the two set, because I need this set again. Producers, please bring me this same tea, because we have a lot of interesting topics that we would want to treat, and it's always wonderful to have knowledge from the elderly and from the experienced people. But well, at the end of the day, roles give direction, responsibilities require cooperation, and decision making demands wisdom. But above all, love and respect maintains the marriage. This is where we are wrapping up. And my name is Elizabeth, and your name Tamakloe. Thank you so much for making a date with us to have this conversation. We had this with Apostle Teddy Wonders. He's founder and leader of Greater Works Revival Chapel, and Antoinette Darocha, she's program coordinator, PPAG, and counselor. This is where we end Family Life on Adult Television. Please have a good day.